it's your boy, Wallace Harris, aka Crazy Talk. Hey, guess what? This is your first time tuning in. Go ahead. Hit doggone subscribe button. Hit notification bell every time I post up new content. The world that we live in, people. And for the most part, I got my glasses on. I mean, because, well, fuck it. I just got my glasses on. I just feel like that I look more distinguished with my glasses on. I feel more like a professor from time to time. And then depending on the class that you're teaching, you always gotta have that tasted beverage, right? So in either case, y'all know how the crazy uncle do shit. First and foremost, I call this divorce court the swingers edition. Swinging been going. Look, crazy uncle can tell y'all some stories that I was personally involved in, right? Especially like in my army days, and would probably make these people look like little church choir boys and little church choir girls, right? But and that because and I'm trying something new too, right? So shout out to doggone Coffee and Whiskey, because the first one, well, he felt like this Buford T. Justice, that's my dude, right? He would always be my dude, right? Because I ain't even gonna say that when you've been around as long as me, you pick up certain things. And for the most part, right, when you hear the person say it, it actually really makes total and complete sense of the subject matter that the crazy uncle gonna talk about. Right? So, and I see, and so this is what you really have to actually just stop and think about for a minute. Okay, is marriage what it once was? I mean, not to say that in order to be a swinger you got to be married. I'm not saying that, right? But due to my own experience and what the fuck happened when I was stating that certain installations, you be surprised at what the fuck actually goes on, and because at one point I used to think, and it's probably it's probably very serious, it's probably very dumb on my part, that, okay, I just thought that the swing, right, that was only what motherfuckers that got that money, that's what the fuck they do. But it's, I, grew old and all that kind of stuff. Then I come to find out, okay, well, damn. Pookie and Ray Ray, they doing this shit with LaQuisha and Bob and everybody else in the motherfucking hood, And so I'm like, okay, well, damn. Okay, so why you fucking get married, And then you almost gotta look at it, okay, well, for those of us that are married, whether this your first time, whether it's your first rodeo or your second rodeo, whatever the case may be, whatever the fuck it is that you ain't doing to get it right, 9 times out of 10, you may or may not don't need to do that shit no more. Let's go out and fuck, call it a day. Right? But I just feel like that at a certain point, right? Whether you male or female, you got to be like, okay, I can only sling dick and sling ass for so long, right? And it actually really kind of goes back to what the fuck everybody else be saying, right? You know, you out there, you young, you hot in the ass, right? And then with just for the simple fact, okay, you don't know no better, right? But I just think like what a lot of them do, it's almost like, okay, y'all still looking for virgins. Ain't no such animal no more. You know, because you know, motherfuckers is fucking. By the time they 13, 14, 15 years old, right? Hold on. And so a lot of that shit is bad parenting, right? Plain and simple, right? I mean, because I can go back to my own childhood, right? And my parents, you know, they scared the shit out of me. I was scared to do any goddamn thing because of what the fuck they told me, both of them, right? So I listened to all of this, and then I saw this shit not too long ago. But usually when I do subject matter of this nature, you know I got to hear from my boy. So let's hear what Sarah Chief Justice got to say.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
So again, there it is right there, y'all. It don't get no better than that. So now this next clip that I'm gonna play, it's a short, right? But I'm just like, why y'all do shit like this? See, this is the risk that you take when you do shit like this, right? Now you want motherfucking wife swap or girl swap or whatever the fuck, right? And then to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't know that there was rules to fuck. I really did. I didn't know you can have rules to fuck it, but it's quite obvious this is a damn case. So I want y'all to listen to this. Y'all tell me what the fuck y'all think. So he already said it, right? Wife swap. Come on now.
A wife swap with one of my homeboys. Like she had her fun with my homeboy, and me and the other young lady was still doing our thing, and she kind of
Your Honor,
thing and ran downstairs. We ran outside, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just get up so we ain't gotta.
So she got upset that you all were still.
She made a big deal after she had her fun though.
I got you.
Your Honor,
so
first,
tell me what happened.
Okay, Your Honor, first of all, the girl didn't follow the rules. I don't care if we're doing a whole wife-husband swap. She was talking the entire time. She was like, oh, yeah, this feels so good. This feels so good. I'm like, oh my God. Like, at this point, this is not fun. Like, girl, shut up. Because I feel like you're trying to outshine me by talking.
It's an insecurity.
Like, no, it's not insecurity. The rules were nobody make noises.
Okay, wait.
You get what I'm saying. Like, you get what I'm saying. She was trying to be the star of the show.
Okay, wait, Miss Celestine. Here's the thing. Maybe it was that good.
No.
We did kind of like.
Okay. First and foremost, right? This is the risk that you run when you want to do that wife swap or whatever the fuck that you actually really want to call it. This is what you run into, right? I mean, because now, granted the fact, I can praise uncle, like I can actually really speak from experience on this shit here. Right? You know, just like saying my army days, you know, like the first wife, you know, hey, we bring bitches home from the strip club, the whole nine, right? And then, but then again, you be like, okay, it's almost like, okay, you want to do it, but then you really don't know what type of bag that your wife, so-called wife, gonna come out of, right? And so, so 9 times out of 10, you probably this. It's damn near a catch-22 almost. Well, ain't no damn near it is, right? So it's almost like, okay, if you don't do it, you're gonna hear it. But then again, if you do it, you still may hear it, right? Or, vice versa, but fortunate for me, right? Well, I'm not gonna say that I didn't hear it, but other shit followed after the fact, So, but the thing about it was this: I didn't know that it was I didn't know that it was rules to fuck. I really didn't. I mean, I'm like, what? What? I mean, okay, how big was the house? First and foremost. Well, y'all upstairs, and so it's quite obvious y'all upstairs because y'all are talking about, okay, we ran downstairs. So my thing is, depending on how the upstairs is, I'm like, what? Y'all, the bedrooms are like close to each other? I mean, who the fuck does that? But my whole deal is, so her and her dude, they finished fucking, which actually really makes you think, okay, was the pussy that bad, man? Like, seriously, there's a lot of shit that's, okay, it's not being said here, all right? So, and then if indeed what the fuck she said is true, in order to do a wife, in order to do a wife swap, right? You already know, okay, 9 times out of 10, they already knew each other. So if old girl was like, yes, you put it like this, she already just know that she already been dreaming about the dick. Plain and simple. She done looked at it. He nice looking. He work out. He muscles. He jacked, right? So 9 times out of 10, you probably already was fantasizing about the dick any goddamn way. And 9 times out of 10, you was fantasizing about old boy's dick, right? He nutted fast. And 9 times out of 10, he nutted fast. Or both of y'all nutted fast. They still fucking, right? So my whole deal is, for you women and men that do this type of shit here, why do y'all do that? Why run that risk? See what I'm saying? But it's when you're young and dumb like that, okay, of course you don't know no fucking better. Right? And then but what's even worse than that, it's just you done brought this shit out on divorce court TV for everybody to motherfucking see. Right? And so again, I'm just like, why the fuck y'all put y'all business out like that? Like really? I mean, what the fuck goes on in y'all's mind? And so for the most part, I just look at it like this. A lot of this shit which you see on these motherfucking divorce courts today, not to say, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that this shit don't happen. But for the simple fact that, okay, you putting your business out there. I'm just like, okay, I can care less what the fuck that y'all do behind closed doors. What you do behind closed doors is your business. Why the fuck you want to come out and tell everybody else this shit here? Hollywood is a strange place, people. Hollywood is everywhere. And it's quite obvious it's no motherfucking divorce court, right? Somebody trying to audition for a job. Plain and simple, right? Yeah, I was like, okay, so motherfucker be like, okay, what the fuck you got to offer? Right? And motherfucker said, oh, I can fuck. Oh, like, well, kill your ass to the porn industry. Go to motherfucking West Coast Productions, Pornhub, all that shit. And then I already know what the fuck y'all doing. Damn crazy dog. How you know all that shit? Yeah, I used to watch that shit back in the day. It was rather fantastic. You know, hey, look, go get you a big booty bitch. Hey, do what you do. But you know, my whole deal is don't put your shit out there in the street like that, fellas. The true player will never do that. Just like I said, me and my first wife, we got divorced. We wasn't on national TV telling our business. I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, now, whether or not they actually really say this like right off, but some of that shit, they need to say, okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. That way, you can somewhat feel safe. So now, this next one, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. I didn't know. I like, you know what they say. You learn new shit every day, right? And so I didn't know that you could be a retired swinger. I really didn't. So let's let this shit play.
On divorce court today. A couple's swinging days are over, but Stavisha thinks her husband Ira has continued to see a woman she thought was in their past. Should she believe what she saw with her own eyes? Stavisha Jones and Ira Jones have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toller to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Ms. Jones, you say that your marriage took a significant turn about 4 years ago. Why don't you explain that to me?
4 years ago, my husband, Ira, I found some pictures in a phone of another woman. I addressed him, brought it up to his attention. He seemed to not understand what I was saying, acting like I was dumb. I kind of like let it go just as time progressed. You know, things seemed to just take a turn for the worse.
Okay, so right off, this is bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why, people. You 30 years old, you got 4 kids. Okay, first and foremost, how long y'all been married, right? That's worn out pussy. And no, I'm not actually really going that route. I'm not gonna do that. If you married, then hey, you 30 years old with 4 kids. I mean, are they by old boy? Okay, then you okay. That's another question that you can ask. Are they all by him? Right? Or is it like 2 from a previous, which is rather fucked up? Right? Because now you're breaking the rule. Or you act like you really borderline on the rule, right? You deal with 1, 2, you pushing it. Like, no bullshit, right? You know, so I need to know is all 4 of these kids belong to you? And then I'm almost like, okay, if y'all was swinging, who was watching the kids? Like, no bullshit. Who was watching the kids? So again, I'm calling bullshit this like right now. Let's go.
I married this man, devoted my life to him, and here it is, he's cheating on me, and I've caught him with numerous of women, and he constantly tries to deny these issues.
Have you caught him cold, or are you just suspicious? Do you have things that are leading you to believe that he's cheating, or have you really actually caught him in the act?
I caught him in the park when I was on my way to a convenience store with the woman that he claimed he needed to go console a friend. Once I called his name out and addressed him, he hopped in the car with the woman and they drove off. I then popped up over to the house, one of my friend's house. I was driving by and I noticed my car outside. So I figured, oh, hey, I'll go over there, knock on the door, see what my husband's doing. And as I proceeded to the door, I looked through the blinds and I noticed him sitting on the couch with the same young lady I had seen him with in the park a few weeks earlier. And as I knocked on the door, they opened it up. Everybody scattered like a pack of rats. And it's really hard for someone to look you dead in your face and tell you that you're not seeing what you're seeing, especially when you have proof.
Mm-hmm.
And especially.
Okay, so where's the proof? I mean, unless you seen this motherfucker got her bent over and like, y'all know what I'm saying. So, I mean, right now, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't saying too much of nothing.
Especially when there's other people involved, as far as family and friends,
Right,
butting in and telling you things that you know are not true.
right. Mr. Jones, you've heard what she had to say. Do you deny that you've been philandering on her, or all of this stuff that she says can be explained away?
I had one fling.
You had one fling.
And that was because we were swinging.
Because you were both swinging.
Yeah.
Explain how the swing became a fling.
It became a fling because the night we swang, me and the other guy couldn't perform or whatnot. So
now remember.
Damn, I wonder why. Now, fellas, tell you something. Feel like the crazy dog gonna tell y'all something right fast. Look, when you get with somebody, whether you plug it, I'm not gonna say that every woman that you run into is gonna be. It has the potential of being the next or the first, whatever the fuck your last name is. Right? And see, this is what the fuck that the crazy hawk be trying to tell y'all. Listen. First and foremost, let me just come out and say it. I don't consider myself, or I never consider myself as a player, pussy surveyor, none of that shit. But the thing about it though is this. Standards were set. As far as like sex goes, I know what the fuck. Lord have mercy. Hello?
Hey, Hush.
Hey.
You want to go out tonight?
Yeah, we can. Where we going?
Where you want to go?
I don't know. It's still early.
You want to try a new restaurant or something, or go get a room, or which one?
Let's just do the restaurant right now.
I don't know. I'll see the restaurants again. I'll probably get.
Okay. All right.
What do you feel like?
It's still early. It's still early.
Well, with it. And I just follow like 6 hours every day.
Yeah, let's do one of them. If it's a buffet, then hey.
You're doing a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Okay,
Okay. Okay. All right. So my whole deal is, again, that's what happens when you go live, right? So standards should be already laid out, you know, and I get it, you know. I mean, hey, I know what y'all were like, oh, damn, really? Okay. You gonna put all your shit out there. You don't even know if you really like this guy or you even like this woman. That tough, you know. So, but I get it. But I just think like over the course of time, right? You know, conversations are gonna come up, and then you just throw that shit in it. You be like, if you the type of motherfucker, like you like eating pussy from the back and then slip up and eat some ass, then you might need to say that. Now, a lot of women, I already know a lot of y'all gonna be like, oh, he eat ass. I'm like, motherfucker, please. Let a motherfucker bend your ass over. He eating it from the back. He eating the pussy from the back, right? And he fuck around and give you a motherfucking rim job. You gonna enjoy that shit. Let's not get this shit twisted, people. If you don't like it at the particular time, eventually you will. I'm just telling you. I'm just putting it out there, right? So again, let's go.
You volunteered that. I didn't ask.
Yeah, we couldn't perform that night. So,
but okay, so they could perform. Okay, so I'm just like, okay. Okay, 2 questions. How fucked up were y'all that y'all couldn't perform? Okay, because you could be like, okay, look, I'm way too fucked up, right? I get to doing this shit too tough, then just know whatever the fuck that I'm drinking is either gonna be all over your back or in your face, right? And so you be like, okay, all right, look, we're gonna take a rain check on this, right? Or it could be just for the simple fact that the motherfucker that you was actually really trying to do it with really wasn't turning y'all the fuck on. Because that happens. You know, I'm like, I don't give a damn how nice looking a woman looks, right? I mean, she could be nothing but titties and ass, right? And both the pussy and the ass smell like straight potpourri, right? It ain't gonna mean a thing if I'm either too fucked up or I'm actually like really thinking about what I have in the house. But then again, if she out there with me, you know, it's almost like, okay. And then again, I really don't know how this shit went down, but I just feel like with some women, even though this is what the fuck that they like to do, right? But they'll still test your ass just to see whether or not if you're gonna go with the shit or not. So again, you know, you always gotta look at, okay, who is really getting set up for failure here? That's what you guys literally got to stop and think about for a minute. Let's go.
3 days later, she called me up and said she was curious. She wanted to finish what we had started. So about a week or 2 later, me and her hooked up and did it. But I never did nothing else with her or nothing like that.
Just the one time.
Just that one time. And then the other time she's talking about, well, she's.
I mean, but I don't know what the other woman look like, but she's nice looking. So I'm just like, I don't know what the booty look like and how I I don't know what the booty look like. I don't know how it would, but I'm just like, whoever the fuck it was that you were trying to fuck, if she looked lesser than what she do, then you a dumb motherfucker. Let's go.
Saw me in the car with the girl. It was my friend, and she was having family problems. And I did jump in the car, and she jumped in the car and followed us to the house. Ran up in the house, two-pieced me, knocked my glasses off. They flew all up under the thing. I couldn't find them. I couldn't see for a while.
When you say two-pieced me, what does that mean? Just one,
she-
two parts?
Boom, boom.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Jones, did that occur?
Yep.
No, I did follow him to the house, but it wasn't to fight him. I followed him to the house to confront him and the same girl I had caught him with previously. And I had already made it very clear that if that's where he wants to be, then that's where he needs to stay. I'm not.
Why did you jump in the car and run off? And don't give me the answer. Like on cops, they always say, because you were chasing me. Why did you run if there was nothing wrong with what you were doing?
Because she's mean. She'll beat me up. I already knew what she was thinking, but she ain't so innocent herself.
So again, so I'm just like, okay. So again, this is bullshit. This is bullshit, right? By your own testimony, you said, okay, she beat my ass on the record. That's why your ass couldn't perform. Because you know you've been catching an ass for, right? And then you went back and tried it again, right? And 9 times out of 10, you probably didn't do your best then, because you knew that ass whooping was coming. You knew that ass whooping was coming. I mean, come on, man. Like, really?
We having relations one night. She on her phone, texting a dude talking about, you remember that? Texting a dude talking about, I ain't gonna do it in his car.
Oh, you know what? No. Just stop, because you telling on yourself right now. You telling on yourself. Put it like this. Look, your dick must be like this hard. Because why else? Why she be texting? Why y'all fucking?
Snatched the phone from her. She jump up out the bed, run to the neighbor's house to call dude to let him know I got her phone.
Did that happen?
No, it did not, Your Honor.
Oh, she denying everything.
I've been married to Ira. I've devoted my life. Me and Ira I have 6 children. Me and Ira have 4 children together.
Okay, so, damn, so your pussy was really going out. Right? It's like what I said earlier, right? Unless, now I said, she got 2 from a previous. And then it's the 2, but okay, so you got 4 kids with this woman, right? So even though the dick probably this damn small, right? Okay, you gave her 4 kids, so what the fuck? What we doing? Why are we doing it? Let's go.
And for him to sit here today and to act like I've done all of these things to him, it's not the case.
It was an awfully specific story he told about the texting. It seems that it would be difficult for him to make up something so specific and outrageous at the same time.
Because the texting that he's talking about, that's when he was trying to hook up with another woman.
Oh, you crazy.
You two are separated now, right? You don't live in the same house anymore.
No, we're separated. And due to us being separated, as far as I'm concerned, Your Honor, he's been acting unoriginal lately. I allow him to be a part of our children's life.
No, I haven't seen them kids in like a month.
And he was just at my house on Mother's Day. He showed up and he was intoxicated. And he's been having crackhead tendencies. He comes over to my house, steals keys. He's been stealing food.
Mm-hmm.
She's accusing you of stealing from her house and all of that.
How am I gonna get in? She changed the locks, and I'm on the lease. How you gonna change the locks?
How you know she changed the locks?
Because I went to use my key and it couldn't get in.
So you weren't already separated?
Huh? No, I just left for about a week.
I don't know, y'all. This may go probably my first and last one. Because this shit here, because I like, nigga, get your life straight, first and foremost. Let's go.
Oh, you left for a week.
Yeah, and when I came
And
back,
you were surprised.
And so you probably okay. So I'm almost most definite of what the fuck is going to come up next. You couldn't perform, right? So you carried your ass back home. I'm still trying to figure out where the fuck that she was swinging at, right? And so you could perform because you were scared you were gonna get your ass whooped, right? Then she hit you back, right? I mean, 9 times out of 10. Look, okay, here it is, people. All right. It wasn't that you couldn't perform. You got a small dick, motherfucker. Plain and simple. Yeah, she gave you 4 kids, right? But whoever the fuck you were trying to get with, she looked at you and said, oh, hell no. 9 times out of 10, that got to be the case. It has to be the case. Look at you. You old nerdy motherfucker. Now, you know, not to say that got anything to do with anything, right? But dog, your tool ain't, you probably the tool that you got is not up to standard. Okay? Let's go.
That the door was locked when you came home.
All my stuff was in there. And she got another man up in there.
Do you have another man in there?
I don't have a man in my life. I have my family helping me.
gosh.
This has been
I'm just making up
for the past 4 years. It's been nothing but a lot of back and forth. He said, she said. I have given my life back to God. God is first in my life.
Stop, Mr. Jones.
God is first in my life. My children are second. Ira has a problem with him not being made first in my life. Yes, I wanted us to have a family. I wanted us to raise our kids. I wanted to give our kids with him not being made first in my life. Yes, I wanted us to have a family. I wanted us to raise our kids. I wanted to give our kids has a problem with him not being made first in my life. Yes, I wanted us to have a family. He said, she said. I have given my life back to God. God is first in my life.
Stop, Mr. Jones.
God is first in my life. My children are second. Ira has a problem with him not being made first in my life. Yes, I wanted us to have a family.
So you say you put God first back into your life. Okay, that's bullshit for one, right? And then if I just heard you right, okay, if God is first in your life, then okay, I got it. If he got a problem with it, then okay, I got it too. But it's like how you said it, this shit was in reverse. And if I'm wrong, then hey, it is what it is. Let's go.
I wanted us to raise our kids. I wanted to give our kids what neither one of our parents gave to us.
I'm just trying to figure out, okay, why you couldn't perform. That's my whole deal right now. Is it true that she was beating your ass? You look like you can't fight, dog. And then I was like, let's go. Let's continue.
And for him to sit here and say, I have another man around the children and all of these things is nothing of the sort. What Ira would like to do is he would like to have a key to my house and come and go as he pleases.
It's our house.
Stop.
And so what I did was I asked him nicely on Mother's Day when he came to my house intoxicated with my children. I asked him, could he please give me my key back? Because I didn't feel comfortable with leaving and coming back and him coming and going because things started coming up missing.
Look, if he's on the lease, that's his house. I mean, he coming in and come and goes as he please. As far as him stealing stuff, is he stealing your shit? Or is he actually really taking stuff out the house that actually really belong to him? Let's go.
And he said, no, I'm not giving you anything back. I said, okay, then I'll have to do what I need to do for the safety of me and my children to protect us. He said, well, you do what you have to do. And I said, okay. So come Monday, I left to go to school like I normally do, drop my children off at school. Once I come home, I'm like, okay, something's not right. I had $70 on my dresser to pay a PG&E bill. I go to look for it, it's gone. I've been gone all day. Children.
Okay, first and foremost, right? You old dumb. Put it like this. You old dumb bitch, right? Play this up. Why the fuck? If put it like this, if you know you had a bill to pay, why leave shit on the dresser? You gone, right? And so I'm just like, okay, that right there, that don't make a whole lot of sense. I'm not going to leave no type of money on the dresser, knowing that I got a bill to pay. All right? You know, very seldom do I go to the ATM. I'm not trying to leave a paper trail. That's just how I do shit, right? Everything that I do is online. So, you know, it's just like, okay, as far as like motherfuckers know, they're like, okay, he there in the house. And then again, put like this, you know, and then anything after that, I draw money out, and then wherever the fuck I draw money out, that's where I'm at. That's gonna be the last thing that you're gonna see 9 times out of 10. Right? So I'm just like, so for you to actually really, who the fuck still leaves money on the dresser at this day and time? Plain and simple. Now, I'm not defending old boy. I'm not defending him. Not in a long shot. You know, but you know, I'm listening to her, right? She gonna change locks knowing he on the goddamn lease. So we really don't know who the fuck, if he's stealing anything, we really don't know what the fuck he's stealing. So right now, right, is he really accused of fucking? Right? Is he really accused of stealing? Let's see what happens.
Been gone all day.
I ain't got no key to the house.
Where
so
I left it, and
I ain't
it's
got no
gone.
key to the house, so how did I
Okay.
get it?
We're going to delve into this in a second here.
Next, did a locked door keep Ira out of their home? Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free 1-877-311-22.
We're not coming to you. I'm not trying to be on Hollywood. Just put it out there, right?
222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Divorce Court, real relationships, raw emotion, testimony.
And bullshit. Ain't no real testimony. Y'all making this shit up as y'all go. Let's go.
Continues now.
When this thing started out, I was a little concerned. Now I'm just short of alarmed because I'm not quite sure what's going on, and things are going very south in a very, very big way. And you got a whole lot of kids in that house with you. Let me start with Mr. Jones and ask you, have you at any time re-entered that house without her permission? Well, I mean, let me say this. You don't believe you need permission, and that very well may be the case.
Yeah, he on the lease. He don't need permission to come in the house. He is on the goddamn lease. Right? And then she wrong for changing the fucking locks. Regardless of what the fuck is going on. Right? Because at this point, if both of y'all was swinging, then both of y'all is wrong as two boys fucking in the phone booth. Right? And then they don't even make phone booths no more. So let's go. Judge, you better say something similar to what the fuck I just said. If you don't, then guess what? Me and you gonna have problems.
Because if you were living somewhere, one party can't put the other party out without cause. If there was domestic violence or something, or eviction or whatever. So I'm not claiming that you don't have the right to be in that house. I don't know. I'm not dealing with that issue. My question to you is: have you been in it since you left? And she changed the locks. Have you gone back in there?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so apparently both of these motherfuckers, the judge then forgot what he said, and then he done forgot what the fuck he said. because he tried to get in the house and he couldn't because the key didn't work. So, bitch, you might need to retire from the bench. Like, seriously, let's go.
Never been in there, never touched anything, never broken a window. None of that happened.
No.
And you claim that he did.
Yes, Your Honor. If I can hand these to the bailiff.
Well, what I have here are pictures of a broken window. You contend he did that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't think he could have gotten through that.
What he did is he broke it from the inside and he pulled up the latch and slid it to the side. There were certain items.
Okay, then, so how you know he broke it from the inside? Okay, I'm gonna let this finish out, but I didn't know that if you already inside the house, why would you break a window from inside the house? I mean, make it make sense.
If a thief is going to break in your house, they don't go for certain things. They steal everything, right? Electronics. All of his clothes are gone. All of the food that I purchased for our children is gone.
Did you get your clothes back?
Yeah, and the food is in there.
But you did take the clothes, though.
No, I took the clothes before that, before she changed the locks.
But you told me she changed the locks and left with all my clothes in there. You said it specifically.
Okay, then now all of a sudden, now you got your memory back. Okay? And then again, right? Again, I'm not defending no boy on this, but I'm just like, okay, you gotta be like, if he got gone for a week, it would make sense for you to actually take some clothes. I mean, because you can only wash the same pair, the same clothes that you got on that you left with. So look, don't pump your brakes, Judge. Pump your brakes.
No, not all my clothes. I got some of my bags before that, Stavisha.
Well, you just caught yourself in one there.
No.
Ms. Jones, let me ask you this. Are you afraid of him?
Yes, I am. I'm afraid of his family and friends. Just right before I came out here today, I got a call.
Oh, bitch, please. Crocodile tears? Crocodile tears? Is this what the fuck we're gonna do now? Let's go.
From a CPS worker telling me they needed to speak to me in regards to child neglect. I have no reason to neglect my children. I just want to have a better life for my children. Like I said, we were married, we were in love at one point in time. All that love went out the door once he started doing all the things he is doing. He wants his cake and he wants to eat it too.
So where was the swinging? Okay, so look, okay, you with the crocodile tears, you like you out of motherfucking breath. Okay, ain't there a tear ran down your fucking face. All right. So what the fuck we doing? What we doing? Why are we doing it, people? Why are we doing it? If he gone, see, this shit ain't make this shit is not no.
I have 3 girls and 3 boys. At the end of the day, my first responsibility is to my children and not to a man that wants to degrade me and put me down. When I met him, he didn't have anything, nothing. He was fresh out of prison. I opened up my home to.
Oh God, really? Okay, all right. I'm not gonna sit up here and well, yeah, I got to. Sounds like my first wife, right? Damn, I'm almost ready to get on Facebook and like, Well, bitch, did you sell our story? Hey, you know, and for the most part, yeah, I might be putting out just a little bit too much now, but this shit here sounds way too. This shit here sounds too motherfucking familiar.
Him and for my 2 daughters, and for him to sit here today and to tell me that I would actually do something like that.
What you wiping? What you wiping? Ain't near tear come down your goddamn face. See, that's another thing. Look, Judge, you supposed to know bullshit when you see it. This right here is bullshit. Okay, let's go.
It just grosses me out. That's why I can't even look at him. I've been living in fear. I have my kids at home asking me, are they going to have to go away because daddy's making irresponsible choices? And I told them, no, it's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Them kids ain't told you no shit like that. I mean, I'll put it like this. I get it, you know, sometimes. Well, depending on how old they are, right? They may or may not. But I was like, right now, let's stop with the crocodile tears. Okay. Okay, so this is why I say this is bullshit, right? Because if this man truly hurt you, you will be balling the fuck out. Plain and simple. Let's go.
I'm not comfortable going forward. I'm just not comfortable. I don't know what's going on with you guys. I'm worried for you. And I'm not sure what you're doing. And I don't know if she's telling, you know what I mean? She seems very honest and very frank here. And I guess the only thing that I would have to say to you is this, because I don't want to pursue the rest of it, because this is very serious. Number one, Mr. Jones, the sanctity and the sanity and the safety of your children is paramount. Please don't start playing games or have your family play games with those kids, with it calling CPS if it's not necessary. Don't have things turn up missing or break stuff out. It is kryptonite to your children. It'll chop them up 90 ways from Sunday, and they'll never get rational back if that's how you decide to go about this. I don't know how much of these allegations are true, but please, please, please love your children enough not to destroy the sanctity of their home and their head. Please. I'm going to send you both.
Now, that right there, okay. I like what she did. And I'm glad that she did that. I'm glad that I like how she did that. I really do. Right? So let's see what's happening.
Out of here right now to a mediator, because I'm not comfortable about what's going on between the two of you. So I'm going to leave here right now, and I need you to both go. And if you feel you need to set up a system of safety,
Okay.
But you and me right here, don't go there. It's a slippery slope. A little bit of this ugly, a little bit of that ugly, a little bit of this angry, a little bit of this, that, or the other thing, the push, the shove, the people, the CPS. It gets really ugly really quickly, and your kids never recover. Please, 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 don't let this be so important that you're willing to sacrifice your children over. There are other women, there are other dudes. Let it go. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Seriously. And I don't know how much you're telling me is true, but whatever piece of truth there is in it, let what I just said speak to it. Good luck to you. Take care of yourselves. Good luck to you. You take care of yourself. But more importantly, love your children more than you hate one another. Please. This matters to John.
Coming up, Judge Lynn checks on past couples.
Okay, so I actually really like how that I like how that turned out. But what I was okay, let's just say this. What I was trying to depict here is that, okay, look, whether you are married, whether you dating, whatever the case may be, right? You know, make sure that that's the one that you want to date, and then it has potential of actually turning into something more, turning into something like very special, spectacular, whatever word that you actually really want to try and use here, right? So, because the thing about it though is this, regardless of how freaky you want to be, regardless of how nasty you feel like that you want to be, right? If you can find a woman, I'm talking to the fellas right now. If you can find a woman that will allow you to lick her ass, put it in her ass, right? And she lets you take her outside. There's no that this shit is fenced in, right? You know, you play this. I'm just putting shit out there, right? You know, because I've heard every saying possible. What you say? Keep his stomach full and his nutsack empty. Then, like I said, I watched some shit the other day, right? You know, motherfucker talking about, oh, he ain't leaving the house going to work with a full ball sack. And I'm just like, well, bitch, you do know we as men can recover quite fastly. Right? You know, so yeah, he can fuck you good at home. But let's just say for shits and giggles, right? What he gave you was round one. Right? Man, you know, depending on who the fuck we are, right? And for the most part, I'm not even going. I'm not even going to put age. I'm not even going to put age. I'm not going to even say the age being a factor. Just like say, I give you round one, right? And depending on what the fuck is going on at work, whoever my work wife is, guess what? She finna get round two. She finna catch all of this dick, full power, right? And you think you doing something because you let him blow your back out before he went off to go to work that day. No, that is not how the shit goes. True players know this. All right? Now, unless you go come up there at lunchtime and fuck him again, then okay. He may leave that bitch alone, right? But just know this, women. Just know this. Anybody that actually come out and say some shit like this, just know that your pussy is not that damn fantastic. Okay? A man is gonna fuck who he want to fuck, when he want to fuck, and why. Just like y'all women, right? So the shit swings both ways, or the door swings both ways. Let's not get this shit twisted, people. Right? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Because you know, and again, I'm just telling you how the crazy uncle used to operate. I like eating pussy. I like sticking my tongue in my woman's ass. Right? That's just how I do things. That's just how the crazy uncle operate. Right? Now, just because I can't do that to a certain individual, that don't mean I'm gonna do it to the next bitch. For somebody that I work for, but then again, hey, guess what? Crazy uncle retired. I don't work no more. I love my wife. Love her dearly. But the thing about it though is this, and you know, for the most part, ain't no buts. Ain't no buts about it. But I'm talking about like everybody else. that you think that you're doing something. You ain't doing nothing. If that man want to fuck, he gonna fuck. Just like y'all. If y'all want to fuck, y'all gonna fuck. So for the most part, right, y'all really need to know. Put like this: if you call yourself walking down that damn aisle, you better for damn sure know who the fuck you walking down that damn aisle with. Know what the fuck you doing. Or in other words, try it before you buy it. Right? But then when motherfuckers try it before they buy it and then they don't like it, then here come the body count. Which for the most part, I'll be the first one to say, is kind of unfair. Right? You know, and I know I said it in times past where that, okay, well, know who the fuck you trying to get with, right? But a motherfucker can come on you so goddamn strong, then yeah, pussy wet, it's throbbing, yeah, you gonna go and drop them draws right fast. Right? Dick hard, dick throbbing, guess what? You gonna drop your draws too. Dick throbbing, pussy throbbing, yak. You already know what the fuck gonna happen. Because he ain't gonna pull out. Because for 9 times out of 10, he probably thinking the exact same thing. Oh, this is the one. So he planted seed. Then when shit don't go right, then okay, there it is. So, you know, for the most part, right, there's a lot of manipulation going on both sides of the motherfucking table or the coin. Whatever it is that you actually want to call it. Then like I said, right? He got a big dick, old fucking where. And if it's big enough, 9 times out of 10, he probably passing that shit around to a lot of other motherfuckers. Because he want everybody to know how big his dick is, as far as like women go. Right? And he ain't necessarily gotta lick no ass or eat the pussy. They be like, nah, motherfucker, give me that dick. You know, so for the most part, right? I'm just a little crazy. I can just put that shit out there. Right? And then it's just for the simple fact, right? Why the fuck, like with the first one, right? Why the fuck would you doggone wanna doggone why the fuck would you doggone wanna motherfucking do a wife swap? In either case, just like I say, for the most part, just like I say, crazy I can speak from experience. Right? And then just know that shit is not what the fuck. It's not what the fuck y'all think it is. It really ain't. Right? You can fuck around and you're like, damn, this is what the fuck I waited on. Right? Yeah, I could have stayed. I mean, I granted the fact, okay, yeah, it turned out to be fucked up, right? In most cases. And just know it's going to be fucked up on either case. Right? I mean, because it's just for the simple fact that, okay, you have just disrespected the main reason why y'all two got married in the first place. So it's just for the simple fact, once both of y'all agree to it, guess what? Marriage is over with. It's done. It's done for. I didn't know that back then. Right? You know, for the most part, it really ain't no goddamn. I mean, yeah, I could actually really give you the excuse of peer pressure. I could do that. But now that I look at it now, okay, dog, that's bullshit. You should have did better. He's like, no, y'all go ahead and I'll watch. I swear I'll watch. Right? You know. But see, this is how a lot of y'all women, this is what the fuck y'all do. Y'all will actually really manipulate a motherfucker to actually really do something that they really don't want, because 9 times out of 10, yeah, you married it. Knowing that what he already has or the potential of having. And just like I say, it's on both sides. It's on both sides. It's on both sides, people. It's on both sides. Both motherfuckers fuck up, right? You know, and so the thing about it though is this. When I listen to older couples that been together 30, 40, 50 years, 60, 70, right? You almost got to ask yourself, okay, put like this, is it true love? Is it really true love? Which for the most part, I would actually really say that it is. But the thing about it though, what I'm trying to tell y'all is this. When you get a couple that's been together that goddamn long, somebody then stepped out on somebody. And they went out, they found out that it wasn't as good as what the fuck they thought it was gonna be. And guess what? They come back 9 times out of 10. You know, I'm not gonna say that, hey, look, I stepped out. I'm not saying that that's what the fuck that happened. But chances are, motherfuckers already know. Okay, who you for? Why? And then they sit down and they talk about it. Right? Because I'm gonna tell you something. The art of eating pussy and licking ass, sticking your tongue in ass, right? Especially if you're a man and this is the woman that you love, right? That shit been around forever and a day. I'm pretty sure Adam and Eve, they did it. Or he did it. He did it to Eve. You can't tell me. You can't sit up here and tell me that he did. Nothing new is under the sun, people. Just know that everything that what the fuck you doing or what the fuck you thinking about doing, guess what? Somebody already did that shit already. And he probably did it a hell of a lot better than you. Plain and simple. But all what the fuck the crazy uncle is trying to tell y'all is this. Before you call yourself walking down the aisle with any goddamn body, I'm gonna say it again. Before you call yourself walking down the aisle with any goddamn body, you better know who the fuck you walking down the aisle with. Be somewhat on the same level on every subject across the board. If you know that your man like to eat it from the back, and if he want to stick his tongue in your ass from time to time, look, know that it's bound to happen. So go ahead and get it. Keep your ass clean. Keep the cooter clean. And so when he actually ready to put like this, when he is ready to go to Jamaica, just make sure that motherfucker is clean. Plain and simple. Because we gonna do it for y'all. At least the fuck I know I do. The fact that it's clean is what keeps a person home, whether you male or female. Not for the simple fact that you're doing it. It's just for the simple fact that you doing it because it's motherfucking clean. Learn to wash your asses. And that goes for both male and female. That's how you keep a motherfucker. Right? Yeah, her ass could be a little bit bigger, a little bit perkier than the woman that you got. But will she let you eat her ass? Or eat the pussy for that matter? She might like it just on a one-way missionary. And knowing damn well that ain't how you get down. Because it'd be like what old Solomon Grundy said. It's like, shit, she gonna get it every day. Monday missionary, Tuesday she on top, Wednesday sideways, Thursday doggy style, right? And just know that Friday's a goddamn free fall. That's how y'all keep a motherfucker. Plain and simple. And if the dick is that damn good, why the fuck you going out sharing it? No, no, we don't do that here. My dick fits perfectly in this pussy. I ain't trying to do nothing else. It's like a good shoe almost. It ain't gonna hurt your feet, right? You can walk around that motherfucker all goddamn day long, right? But it is what it is, people. I think I understand enough. So guess what? Guess what the fuck y'all get to do? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell the dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door across the street, riding the car. Father's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Y'all have a good weekend.